Are you frustrated with not achieving your goals? Do you find yourself constantly setting intentions but never following through? You're not alone. And today we're going to dive deep into why your goals aren't working and, more importantly, what you can do about it. By the end of this video, you'll have a fresh perspective, practical strategies, and actionable steps to break the cycle of frustration and finally start making progress toward your goals. We'll talk about the common traps people fall into, the mistakes that hinder success, and most importantly, how to get back on track. You know the feeling. You start the year or a new project feeling pumped and excited. You've got big plans and you're ready to conquer the world. But then, something happens. Slowly, the excitement fades. Maybe it's a setback, or maybe life gets in the way. But before you know it, you're stuck. The passion is gone. Have you ever felt that way? What was the last thing you got super excited about, but it didn't last? As time goes on, doubt creeps in. You start to question whether you're capable of achieving your goals. You wonder if maybe you're just not cut out for it. You might even feel like it's never going to happen for you. This cycle is frustrating because it makes you feel stuck, overwhelmed, and like you're always one step behind. The biggest mistake people make is not having a clear and actionable plan. Without a roadmap, it's easy to lose track of your goals, get distracted by shiny objects, and feel like you're just spinning your wheels. You think you're working towards something, but you're actually going nowhere. Imagine you're going on a road trip without a map or GPS. You start driving, but without knowing where you're headed, you'll just get lost, or worse, drive in circles. What's one time you set a big goal, but you weren't sure what steps to take? Another big issue is fear. When we face failure, our brains kick into survival mode. We start fearing the worst and retreat into comfort zones. This fear keeps us from even trying sometimes. We sabotage our progress before we even start because we're afraid of falling short. Take Michael Jordan, for example. He's considered the greatest basketball player of all time, but did you know he was actually cut from his high school basketball team? At the time, that could have been a crushing failure, but instead of letting fear hold him back, he used it as motivation. He worked harder than ever before, pushing himself to become the best. Jordan didn't let that failure define him. In fact, he's famous for saying, "I've missed more than 9,000 shots in my career. I've lost almost 300 games. 26 times, I've been trusted to take the game-winning shot and missed. I've failed over and over and over again in my life, and that is why I succeed." It was his ability to face failure head-on and keep going that ultimately led him to success. The first step toward change is gaining clarity. This means setting specific, measurable goals and breaking them down into achievable steps. It's not about trying hard. It's about planning. Instead of saying, "I want to get fit," say, "I will walk 30 minutes a day, 5 days a week." Write down one goal and get specific about it in the comments. Goals are great, but systems are better. A goal is the destination, but the system is how you get there. The right system keeps you focused and progressing every day. Consider someone like a professional athlete. They may have the goal of winning a championship, but their daily training routine, diet, and mindset practices form the system that helps them improve and stay on track toward that goal. Break this down into actionable steps. One key to staying on track is setting daily, weekly, and monthly action steps that move you closer to your goal. Another key element is accountability. It's one thing to set goals, but it's another to actually follow through on them. Without someone holding you to your commitments, it becomes far too easy to make excuses and just let things slowly slip away. Take the story of Michael Phelps, the most decorated Olympian of all time. Phelps has 23 gold medals. But what many people don't realize is that his success didn't just come from his natural talent. It came from his ability to stay accountable to his coach, who pushed him every single day. Michael's training schedule was grueling. He trained 6 days a week, sometimes up to 5 hours a day. But his coach kept him focused, providing the structure and discipline necessary for Phelps to continue improving, even when it felt exhausting. The accountability aspect was key. Phelps would check in with his coach daily, ensuring that he was on track with his workouts, nutrition, and mindset. Even when Phelps felt like giving up, his coach was there to remind him of his bigger vision. This relationship of trust and accountability helped Michael push through barriers that would have been too overwhelming alone. It wasn't just about the goal of winning gold medals, it was about the consistent system they created together, which turned that goal into a reality. Achieving big goals is hard, especially when you're trying to do it all on your own. Without support, it's easy to lose momentum or second guess yourself along the way. That's why it's so important to have someone in your corner. So take a moment and think, who in your life can you count on to check in, encourage you, and help keep you on track? So, to recap, if you've been frustrated by your goals, it's likely because of one or more of these problems: lack of clarity, fear of failure, or a weak system. The solution is to break the cycle by gaining clarity, building a system, and seeking accountability. These are the very same strategies that successful people use to achieve greatness. And the good news is, you can start these today. If you're ready to stop the cycle and finally achieve your goals, I've created a powerful course that walks you through the exact systems I've used to make goals a reality. It's called How to Plan Your Best Year Yet. This course is packed with step-by-step frameworks, worksheets, and proven strategies to help you turn your dreams into achievable action. Click the link in the description to get started today.